Hi, my name is John Carlson, and I am an elder at Oak Ridge Presbyterian Church, and I'm probably the most mature person on the session. And by mature, I mean oldest. So, I want to talk to you today through this video. I'm shooting it from my shop, which has kind of been my salvation for the last 5 months during this pandemic. But I want to talk to you about black boxes. So, when I mention a black box, many of you may think about the flight recorders that are in airplanes that the FAA uses to analyze data after a mishap. And we refer to them as black boxes, and I have no idea why, because they're really orange. We call prairie dogs dogs when they're really rodents. We talk about shooting stars when they're really meteorites. We call them lead pencils, and there's no lead in it, only graphite. So who knows? Go figure. So anyway, I'm retired. I worked in financial services for my whole career. We used to listen to a lot of presentations from software vendors who came to talk to us about products that we could use to analyze profitability of our loans or relationship with our customers. You get the gist. Any number of reasons that might have use for those applications. We used to refer to these presentations as dog and pony shows. And quite frequently what we'd find out is when we started to inquire as to how they got the answers that came out of the software, how was it calculated, they couldn't tell us. They had no idea how the software worked. They only knew what went in, what came out. So we used to refer to these as black boxes. And I quickly learned that if you don't understand the assumptions and you don't understand the algorithms that go into calculating the output, the product is virtually worthless. We don't want our congregation to think of the session as being a black box. We want you to understand how we came about making decisions we've made in the past and how we'll make decisions in the future. So there are 3 guiding principles that we've kind of relied on. Number 1, we want to make decisions for the church as a whole, not individuals, not small groups. Safety is paramount, and we don't ever want to look back and say that we made a decision that may have caused a member of our congregation to become ill with the virus. Number 2, we're blessed with a number of healthcare professionals, some of which are on the front line of the fight against this virus, and we want to listen to what they have to say and the advice they have to give. After all, they have a real understanding of the virus itself as well as what's going on in the real world. So we want to listen to what they have to say as well as the advice of our state and federal professionals. We want science to drive our decisions. And lastly, we want to be good citizens and adhere to the guidance adopted by our elected officials. So the session is committed to transparency. We welcome your comments. We welcome your questions. We will weather this pandemic together. We'll come out to the other side and get back to the relationships, the personal relationships that we enjoy and the church we all love. So I want to thank you for your time, and peace be with you.